something outside of the galaxy. That's a hungry Luma. They don't just appear in galaxies. They also appear outside if you give them enough. They'll actually unlock a whole new galaxy. Well, not a major one of those minor, straightforward ones. And speaking of minor and straightforward, we've unlocked one of those as well. Let's go here. Foot Switch Galaxy. Painting the planet yellow. Okay, I'm just saying. I feel like a narrative reader. Foot Switch Galaxy. By painting the planet yellow. Like that was the author's name. So you already get one of them done for you. Now this mission can be done very quickly. But it's kind of nice. Now you don't want to walk over the ones you've already been on, so. Oh no. Okay, we're fine actually, because you can just do that. Now you can't simply jump on the one you were just on, so you kind of have to do this. I don't know why I'm doing that. I mean, that is the last one, but... There. Whoa. Okay. Just be careful now. There we go. Now, as soon as that happens, everything on the planet that was trying to kill you now stops. And a very helpless Spring, against his will, sends us up to the star. Whoa, it got dark. Is that like a glitch or something? Jeez. So we have 8 stars. Well, we saw something pretty big with an 8. It was the Bowser Galaxy. So do we get to fight Bowser now? We've discovered an enemy base in the region. We can only hope they're not misusing the power of that poor Grand Star. Yeah, hope for the best, but expect the worst. But on the bright side, the boss isn't going to be terribly hard. That's the one thing about this game, is that I feel the bosses are a bit easy. Yeah, some of the level design can be really challenging later on, especially with this mechanic that we haven't gotten into yet, but I think anyone that's played more than half of this game knows about what mechanic I'm referring to. And they can make some of the bosses kind of hard, but on their own, I don't really think any of the bosses in this game are that difficult. Although this one can kind of take a while if you have trouble, I guess I can say. Anyway, now Bowser Jr. Galaxies, you'll have both Bowser Jr. Galaxies and Bowser Galaxies. This is a Bowser Jr. Galaxy. Bowser Jr. Galaxies typically don't take very long before you get to the boss. We could have already been there by now if I didn't just mess up. This is actually the only planet of the galaxy. You can use that, but we'll be able to get you other things. But like if I need coins, I can just do... Okay, I was meaning to spin. I should have known that would happen though. We're fine though. So this is one of the first bosses shown off for this game, I think. That's along with Dino Piranha. Well, haha, you made it. I won't even need my dad's help to take care of you. One thing I do like the bosses is that every boss in the game takes advantage of some kind of mechanic. So we've already seen some bosses take advantage of the mechanic of using the spin for different things. The direct attack and as a passive attack. Now another reason this game holds significant value to me is because of Super Luigi Universal. Now that is the sequel to Super Mario Moonshine by Lord Penguin 777. And if you don't know what that is, go look it up right now. It is the funniest bloopers ever. He did Mario Sunshine and then he did Mario Galaxy, because I think it was requested by so many people. He did it. And yeah, one of the episodes featured this. Basically, it acted like basically when Mario turned evil, and he was the one controlling the planet, and and like when the cutscene where the boss turned his head, like he like animated like a laser shooting out of his mouth. It would hit various things, and one of them was like a planet shaped like George W. Bush's head. That's just so funny. Okay, so now believe it or not, this is the boss's weak point, and it only takes one hit, but that one hit can be kind of tough to get. In fact, if this boss took more than one hit, it might actually be kind of challenging, but it's really not. The music's pretty cool. So what are you going to do? Oh no, we had one following us, and well. So there's a couple ways you can beat this boss. I usually like just to try to just go really high and send him over the fence. You don't want to use the bullet bills that are right next to its eye sockets, because they'll just hit the eye sockets. Come on, follow me. Up here. Up here. Yeah, okay. Well, okay. Jeez, what if I, like, don't beat it right after I say, okay, there we go. Okay, I didn't do it the way I usually like to do it, but we did it nonetheless. And of course his head explodes last. And we get our second Grand Star! So that's what will happen every time you get a Grand Star. One of those will be set, and then a new dome will open. So we can now go in there. One coin. And you discover a new galaxy in there. So like I said, right now the best thing for me to do would probably, or the practical thing would probably be either to finish off Honey Hive or do the Hungry Luma Galaxy. But if I just opened a new dome, don't I want to go check that out? Of course I do. And of course, the more galaxies we unlock, the more options we'll get. Oh, the power's on in a new dome. The newly opened dome is called the Fountain. It's really quite relaxing. By the way, if you looked at the map, it contains information about galaxies as well as the dome. That line always struck me because that's the only time that anyone ever makes a comment on one of the domes like that. Because, like, no one talks about the terrace, like, no one says, like, oh, the terrace is very, what would the terrace be? Amazing, I don't know. But it's just a fountain. It's very relaxing. So the fountain's the best dome. Well, technically the fountain's probably my least favorite dome. But still, right now it's brand new, and I love everyone. I'm just putting it in perspective here. So just like before, we get 2 major galaxies, 2 minor galaxies, and a Bowser Galaxy. We got quite a way to go, but of course, the amount of stars that it takes to unlock the first galaxy of the dome is always 1 over what it takes to unlock the last Bowser level, just so you can go straight to the next dome if you want to. And I love the way that they design it like that. So it's kind of just like I think just like Diddy Kong Racing, where if you can go into a new area, you can also go into the first level of that area. And that's another thing. I actually wanted to LP Diddy Kong Racing. I was kind of sure that was going to be my next LP, but then more and more I just wanted to LP this. You know, I'm thinking since this might take a little longer, not too long, I could do DKR after Mario Superstar Baseball. We'll see how it goes. So this galaxy has very relaxing music. don't know if I already said this, but this galaxy contains my favorite song in all of video games. Like, no, yeah, better than Fungi Forest, better than Samurai Kingdom, better than anything from Sticker Star, better than the Crystal Star theme from Paper Mario 2. All those themes I love, but my very favorite theme comes in this game, and I'm not going to resist. Just, oh man. But I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're going to have to guess for yourself. And my bet is your first guess is wrong, because I know this song is considered to be the best in this game, and while I love it, it's not my favorite. It's a song I really don't hear talked about that much, but... And I don't know why. I think most people like it, but... Like, if I, like, look up a video for that song, and believe me, I've done that my fair share of times, you know, people will say, oh, this is a good song, of course, because all music from this game is fantastic. Now, I've always felt that looked like a double chocolate mint cookie, like a chocolate cookie with mint chips. So cool. Yeah. I wasn't sure if I could go on the bottom side of this planet. Because I don't want my first death to be on something stupid. If I'm gonna die, and I am gonna die, it might as well be on something that's reasonably. Then again, we did get one. I'm not gonna tell you how many domes of the way there are through the... never mind. I'll just end up jinxing myself. Okay, well, we don't really want to free the Toad, or the Goomba. We do want to free the Toads. Please help my other friends. So once you free all the Toads, only then, well, you know, you could have helped me, Captain. Captain, how could you? Where'd my glasses go? Thanks a bunch. I love the way the Toads say, oh no. I don't know if you can really hear it, but with the Starbits jingling. What do you have to say for yourself? Da-da-da-da, Mr. Mario. As a brave captain of the Toad Brigade, I've already discovered a shortcut to the Power Star. Even though they call it shortcut, this is actually the only way to go. So I wonder what would be the long way. So, here's another new mechanic we get introduced to, the Silver Stars. And this planet, if you can even call it that, is very weird. It's just a bunch of... This is basically the planet that gives the galaxy its name, space junk. It's a bunch of space junk. And, you know, this galaxy kind of misled me, because the name space junk kind of implied that, oh, this galaxy's going to be boring. And, well, I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite galaxies, due to it kind of being, like, generically in space, which is... I think that was one of people's biggest fears of this game, that, you know, everything would just be, like, generic and in space. But, I mean, you've already seen, like, the Honey Hive Galaxy, which looks different than this one, which is in space, but it also has some cool twists like this one. And it's fun. So, even once you do that, you're not done yet, because the star appears back at the beginning of this whole mess. Ugh. And you have to be really careful now. If you know where they are, you can take some leaps of faith. But just because something's floating in the air doesn't mean it's going to appear right there. They kind of like to trick you like that. And there we go. Alright. So I believe that can be the end of this episode. And in the next episode, we might go back and do something else. And then we'll eventually make our way back here, but we're gonna spread it around, because that's how I want to do it.